Welcome to the Committee on Public Safety, Judiciary, and Homeland Security. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Each member is acknowledging that they are attending the meeting via Zoom and that they are located in Wayne County, Michigan, unless otherwise stated when I call your name. Commissioner Kniezek.
Here.
Commissioner Kinlock.
Present.
Commissioner Basham.
Here.
Commissioner Scott.
Present.
Chair Clark Coleman.
Here.
Have a quorum present.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Okay, item B.
D, approval of the February 10th, 2021 meeting minutes.
So moved.
Support.
Properly moved by Commissioner Martha G. Scott, supported by Commissioner Basham. Are there questions on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye. Aye.
Those opposed? The motion carries. Madam Clerk.
C, unfinished business. There is none.
Okay.
Item D1, under new business, communication from Samaya Harb, Director of Administration, Sheriff's Office, forwarding the report on the Sheriff's Office take-home vehicles.
Okay, Samaya, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Good morning. Through the
Good
chair,
morning.
this report is about take-home vehicles. The undersheriff is in charge of conducting a thorough review of the take-home vehicles based on the duties and responsibilities and the need to respond to emergencies. In fiscal year 2019, we had 59 take-home vehicles. It went up a little bit in fiscal year 2020. We had 61 take-home vehicles, but we have been very diligent about reducing the number of take-home vehicles. As of February 1st, we had 58 take-home vehicles, of which 5 are shared on-call vehicles. So we are working diligently to reduce the number of take-home vehicles.
Oh, when you say shared, what does that mean?
Shared, that means whoever's on call that day can take that vehicle and bring it back to the jail, and then the next person on call will take. So they share that one vehicle. So there's 5 of those.
So they actually are not taking the vehicle home, then, right?
They will take them home if they're on call, but they'll return it after their on call duty is done. So okay. I can take it home. Let's say I'm not a police officer, but let's say I'm on call today, so I'll take it home today. But you are on call tomorrow, so you'll get a chance to take it home tomorrow. So it is take home, but it depends on who's on call. That's why I can't identify who's taking that vehicle home.
Okay. Now you said, how many did you have take home last year?
61.
And we've got how many this year?
58. We reduced it to 58.
Okay.
And we're still working to reduce it more.
Okay. Are they, yeah, okay. Commissioner Basham.
Thank you, Madam Chair. First of all, let me just say thank you. I'm usually the skunk at the picnic, and when it gets a little bit, the numbers start going up, I start, asking more questions. But I appreciate the initiative that the Sheriff's Department's taken with their own department and relative to take-home vehicles. And so I just wanted to acknowledge that they're doing a very good job of policing themselves. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Commissioner Basham.
Are there any other questions on this item?
Yeah, Madam Chair.
Yes, ma'am, Martha G.
All right, thank you. She said that they're shared vehicles, and if they take them home, well, how does that person get the car then?
They better bring it back the next day.
Yep, they have to bring it back.
They have to bring it back. Even though they're not working, they have to bring it back.
They have to bring it back because they are working, but they're not on call.
Oh, okay. They're working, but not on call to use the car. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
They can only use it if they're on call. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Madam Chair?
Yes, sir.
Yes, is a motion in order?
Yes, it is.
Madam Chair, I move that we receive and file the communication from the Sheriff's Department.
Okay. Do I have a support?
Support.
Probably moved by Commissioner Kenlock, supported by Commissioner Martha G. Scott. Are there any other questions on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Those opposed? The motion carries. Madam Clerk?
Item 2, requesting commission approval of retroactive Amendment 2 to a memorandum of understanding with the U.S. Marshal Service.
Okay, and this is from, okay, this is Amaya again.
Yes, through the chair. The Sheriff's Office is part of the Violent Offender Task Force that is run by the U.S. Marshals. What the task force does, they investigate and they arrest fugitives who have active state and federal and local warrants. Last year, the task force investigated and arrested 115 people in Wayne County. We have only one sergeant who does that work, but he does it on overtime, strictly on overtime with a task force. The $15,000 is what the U.S. Marshals will allow us to work with a task force. And we bill them on a monthly basis whenever the sergeant works. It's a great collaboration between the U.S. Marshals, the Sheriff's Office, the City of Detroit, and they're taking fugitives off the street.
Now this, I see your hand, Commissioner Basham, but very quickly, the funds are coming from?
The U.S. Marshals. We bill them monthly and they pay us for the overtime.
Okay, and, okay, Commissioner Basham.
Thank you, Madam Chair. You know, I'm going to say something about a retroactive contract, but why,
Absolutely.
if this goes on, if we've been doing work with them, and I appreciate the good work that they do getting the fugitives off the streets. If it's been going on for a period of time, why is it retroactive if we know?
Well, the only thing is, I mean, I can't control when they send us the modification. They send it to us in February, and we signed it and put it in the system in the TCM to get it to commission. I'm not sure. We did contact them back in October to say, are we continuing on the task force? And they said, yes, of course. We'll send you the modification soon, and they send it to us late. So it wasn't late on our part. It was late on the U.S. Marshals' part.
And if I may, Madam Chair, this is one of those reluctant, me supporting a retroactive contract, but I will support it reluctantly. Thank you.
And I understand that too, because if we have no control over when they send us money in here, then there's not a lot we can do, even if we alerted them ahead of time and they don't send it, and the money is coming from them, then I guess we have to take it when we can get it, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Madam Chair.
Yes.
Madam Chair, I move to approve the retroactive amendment number 2 to the memorandum of understanding between the County of Wayne and the U.S. Marshal Service.
Support.
Properly moved by Commissioner Kenlock, supported by Commissioner Martha G. Scott. Are there questions? Any more questions on this motion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Those opposed? The motion carries. Madam Clerk?
G, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
Not been informed of any other matters?
Through the chair.
Yes.
This is Samaya. May I'd like to give you an update on the number of employees that were vaccinated as of today's date, if you guys are still interested.
Yes, we are.
Okay, perfect. As of today's date, we have 353 employees of the Sheriff's Office who have been vaccinated. That's about a little bit over 43% of our staff. 260 employees received both doses, and 95 received the first dose and they're waiting on a second dose. I just wanted to give you an update because that's a concern of this body, this honorable body.
Now, how many of those are deputies?
I don't have them broken down between civilians and deputies because the whole sheriff's office is considered as essentials. We're combining the civilians and the deputies.
And I understand that, but I'm just thinking that the deputies are probably more in danger because they come in contact with, you know, the inmates and when they come in and all that. So I just would think that they would really concentrate on getting them vaccinated.
I can break down the numbers a little bit further. So hopefully by the next public safety meeting, I'll have a breakdown of civilians versus police officers. And again, we open up the vaccination to everybody. We can't force the employees to take the vaccination. So we just have to vaccinate whoever volunteers for it.
So are you receiving a reluctant group there?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Really?
Yes. Yes. And we have a lot of flyers and informing people about the benefits of the vaccines, but we still have people who are reluctant to vaccinate.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would think that they would really jump on it.
You would think. And a lot of people would make the appointment and then they'll miss the appointment and they say, well, I don't feel comfortable being vaccinated. Yeah, so it's been a uphill battle, but we're getting there. Over 43% is pretty good. Hopefully we'll get to 100% soon.
Okay. Commissioner Basham.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This has to do with the item number 2 was not a receive and file. Is it okay to do a voice vote or do we need to roll call?
I'm sorry.
Just a question, no guy.
No, you're absolutely correct.
Write that down.
Felicia, can we go back?
Commissioner, yes, ma'am, this is Felicia. So as long as the vote was clear and it was clear that no one abstained and no one voted no, then it's clear to everyone who's participating in the meeting that everyone said yes. So I think we're fine and we don't have to go back. We'll just be a little more mindful in the future.
Okay. All right. So you guys, if I overlook that, please call it to my attention because it's I usually try to pay pretty good attention to the receiving files as well as the action items. So I'm gonna make sure that hopefully, I can't guarantee it. Hopefully well, I'll concentrate on it more next time. Okay, so where were we?
Madam Chair, did we vote on this?
We did.
Oh, no, that was, we already disposed of it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We are are we at public comment, Madam Clerk?
If everyone is done with such other matters, then yes, but we were on such other matters.
Well, yeah, no, I don't have any other matters.
F, public comments.
Okay, would you please unmute the public? And when you have done that, let me know and I will I'll call for questions or comment.
Unmuted lines.
Okay, all right. So is there anyone here from the public via Zoom or on the phone who would like to make a comment on any of the 2 items that we have discussed here today? Is there anyone from the public who would like to make a comment on any of the 2 items that we have discussed here today? Okay, hearing none, Madam Clerk.
Adjournment.
So moved.
Support.
Properly moved by Commissioner Martha Scott, supported by Commissioner Basham. All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Those opposed? The motion carries. This meeting is adjourned.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Hi.